Hello folks, and welcome here once again to Divine Fine Motors, and thank you so very much for being here. God bless you and your family, and I mean that. And thank you for all you folks who have blessed us over the last 8 years. It has been an absolute pleasure to serve you, and Carol and I and the kids want to thank you so very much for sending us all your friends, your family, your neighbors, your doctors, I've sold the postman and his wife, and your preachers and your ministers. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. But listen, if you guys know of anybody out there looking for a 1-ton Dodge Ram, this is the Dodge Ram. This is the nice SLT package, and folks, this is one of the nicest four-wheel drive Dodge 1-ton dualies you will ever get a chance to purchase. Now the great thing about this is, of course, it's a divine find, praise God, and I pray these things up, believe it or not, and I believe for them in faith and stand on the word, and I go out and I get them. But folks, this was an elderly. It's only a 2-owner. I just got off the phone about 2 hours ago with the gentleman who bought it from the gentleman who had it brand new. Actually, he bought it from the dealer he traded it in at. It only had about 40,000 miles on it. It still only has 70,300 miles. And folks, this truck is absolutely immaculate. Now I'm going to go over this thing from the front to the back to the top to the bottom to the underneath, the inside out. And I am telling you, this truck is as good as you'll ever get one. But what I was going to tell you was the elderly man that I talked to said that the guy who initially had it was an old fella. So anyway, this truck has only been owned by 2 people. It is absolutely spotless, and this gentleman who's had it for the last 4 years kept me on the phone probably for about 15 minutes, God bless him, telling me about how special and how nice this truck is. But let me say this, and you guys know I look at hundreds and literally thousands of vehicles. But I told him, I said, sir, I want to tell you something. This is one of the nicest vehicles that I have ever laid my eyes on. And he said, Jack, it's been like that all of its life. He said, I am meticulous. I don't cut corners. I always take care of my stuff. And I said, well, sir, you can see that. Now, it's got all of the books, the manuals, everything that came with it, brand spanking new. Plus, I have a bunch of his service records. He told me, he said, Jack, I put new batteries in it. I put new front brakes in it. He says, I just had it serviced, always use synthetic oil. But the nice elderly man who had it first, he went and he even filled out all of his stuff. Folks, this thing in 2010, this vehicle only had 22,000 miles on it. This thing is absolutely immaculate. It has service records. It's been taken care of like brand new. All these books and stuff are just like they were new. And folks, it is super nice. Now you might know the 5.9 liter. This has got the turbo 5.9 liter engine in it. It's one of the best diesel motors that you will ever buy. This didn't have a bunch of that smog and pollution stuff put on it in 2004. One of the best motors ever in a diesel truck. And folks, this thing inside is absolutely immaculate. He said, Jack, I had it cleaned, detailed, and swept everything once a month. And folks, I am telling you, there's not a corner, a crevice, anything anywhere on this truck that's not perfection. Now this guy has 2 homes, one in Indiana and one here in Florida. He said, Jack, this truck has never been in the snow, even though we lived in Indiana. He said, I pulled my trailer down with it one time and we stayed down here, and it's never ever, we never ever traveled in bad weather in the truck. Of course, the back seats, folks, looks like they've never had anybody to sit in them. You know, they have this nice big shelf in the back where you can put things. That is a great feature. Dodge, I love that. You also got a compartment down here. But listen, folks, these Dodge trucks, they are literally the best hauling, riding. He said, Jack, that is the best riding truck I have ever seen. I said, brother, you're preaching to the choir. I got to drive this truck about 50 miles today. When I met my wife for lunch, I told her, I said, honey, this truck is like brand spanking new. It runs and rides as nice as anything I have ever seen. There's not even any diesel smoke on the exhaust. It's got the super nice mud flaps. All the tires probably have 50-60% tread left, enormous amount of tread. All this big running boards and stuff, this is factory done from Dodge factory. He said, Jack, he said that man had about a $3,500 what they call it, the rust proofing stuff done underneath it over the paint. This is all factory original, no wrecks, no nothing. He said, but I have never seen nothing like it. Now listen, I got under here with a rag just to get some of this Florida dust off, just to show you how new this truck is, okay? This whole thing, folks, looks just like this. I mean, all the way back through there. It is spotless. It is 100% rust-free, no corrosion, no rust on it. But he said, Jack, they have done a fantastic job. He said, I just got my new Dodge, and he said they put a $600 rust paint protection stuff on there. He went on and on about how terrible it was. This has got one of the best motors, folks, that they ever put in a truck. It really, really is. If you're not really sure of this 5.9, you ought to do a little investigating and ask some people. Get on the computer. They're just the best. That 7.3 old Ford diesel is an amazing motor as well, but I like this even better. Of course, it's four-wheel drive. It's absolutely immaculate. It has a CD player, has power seats, has your electronic brake, the carpets, everything is just amazing. It has your compass. It has your automatic rear window thing. It has your illuminated lights. Like I said, it's the SLT package. Has your leather wrapped steering wheel. It looks like nobody's ever had a hand put on it. It's only got 70,392 miles on it. And again, folks, it is perfection. Listen to this motor. I'm going to go ahead and pop the hood and let you see. Every place on this truck looks like this. I just can't tell you how nice it is. I mean, I could tell you. Can you see that latch? Everything on this truck looks like that. I'm telling you now, it is that nice. I mean, everywhere. And again, this is all factory original paint. Even on the big nice things here, I mean, it's just amazing. He even said, Jack, I even had a brand new tire put under the back. That's a new tire, he said, because the other one was getting a little older. Can you see all that, how nice? Do you see that? Even the exhaust pipe's still like new. So you got newer batteries, new front brakes, brand new oil filter, new fuel filter. But let me show you the motor compartment. You'll be amazed. It looks like the rest of the truck. Can you see that? I'm going to have to get off of here, but I also got a nice 4x4 3/4 ton. That's a gas motor if you're looking for one of those. And I've got a Toyota Tundra. Folks, it don't get no better. Just put the batteries in. Look at that. Look at this truck. See, look how nice it is. way you look at it, it is perfection. The grill is perfect. The hood's not a mark on it anywhere. Of course, he's had the that air dam on there. It's got the rain guards on it. It's got all the keys. You're going to get all the keys, all the books underneath there. Let me show you something. I got under this truck today and was cleaning around on it, cleaning some of the dust off of it. Let me see if I can you see that? Can you see this frame? It's still got the stickers underneath here. I mean, it all, folks, is just great. I rubbed and rubbed on that right there today, but it's just perfection. It truly is. This truck, it's as good as it gets. So I'm about done talking about it. But thank you. God bless you. Now listen, folks, I've been doing this for 27 years. I love going out finding super nice trucks. If I would keep this truck so quick, it's not even funny. This truck, to me, this truck right here, you could take this truck to a car show. It's that nice. This truck is a absolute classic. He said, Jack, every time I pulled in to a gas station, almost every time, I would have to talk to somebody about this truck. Oh yeah, it's got a big fifth wheel thing. He said he towed with it one time a big thing, and he brought it down here to Florida. He put that in there 2 years ago. It's like brand new. It's a Kurt fifth wheel, and all the pins and everything are in it. But anyway, it's as good as it gets on a truck. Man, it's beautiful. SLT. But we're down here around Tampa, St. Pete, Clearwater area. You can fly into Tampa, St. Pete Airport. Let me shut this door. Do you see the back? Do you see all this? And Carol and I will pick you up if we're not busy, and usually we can get to you. Or you can arrange to have it shipped. However you want to do it. This will be one of the nicest purchases that you'll ever make. And please, please, please check the values. Understand this, folks. This is like a one-owner truck. It's absolutely in perfection condition. It's got all kind of newer tires on it. You can see the tread. It doesn't need nothing. Doesn't need nothing. There's somebody calling me now probably, but listen to me. I will sell this truck before the auction ends. I'll sell it to you now before the low reserve. It's not going to cost you $30,000. It's not going to cost you $28,000. I think KBB retail on it is around $27,000. It's going to be a little bit less than that. But listen, if you're looking for a truck, don't let this one pass you by, okay? God bless you. I hope you've been praying and believing for one. You got all your keys, all your books and everything. You will love it. It is absolutely like new. It runs and drives and rides like new, and it needs nothing. Okay, God bless you. Thank you so much. Of course, this is my home. Those of you who know me, we've lived here, my wife and I, for about 14 years. We're from West Virginia. We've raised 3 of our beautiful children here. 2 of them went to the University of Florida. That little baby, God love her, she got into Yale University. Go Yale Bulldogs, and go Florida Gators, and go whoever you're voting for, okay? God bless you. Thank you so much, and have a great day. Give us a call now. Bye-bye.